Hello everyone, and today we're actually going to switch gears a bit and talk business because the very nature of work is changing. How we work, where we work, and most importantly, who we work for. See, the pandemic played a really big part in this, but it really only accelerated what was already a growing trend towards freelancing and an explosion in the number of businesses of one, many of which, by the way, are earning more than $1 million a year. I've been an S-Corp myself, and we'll get into that, don't worry. But I've been an S-Corp owner myself for over a decade, and I wish I'd had more people to talk to about it and learn from. So for this video, I want to tell you about my personal business journey, what it's really like being a business owner, and how Collective has changed the game for me, and it could possibly for you too. As most of you probably know, I started working when I was young, like really young. I loved acting, and I was one of the lucky few who was actually able to make a career out of it. But when you're a kid, you don't think of it as a career. As far as I was concerned, I was just doing what I love every day. My mom set up my business for me. This is also known as an S-Corp. And it's only now that I'm an adult that I realize how lucky I was that she did. So I'm gonna try to explain this in the way that I understand it. So an S-Corp is a specific type of entity that benefits small businesses. If you think about how you make money, traditionally, most individuals would work for an employer where they get paid, an annual salary, and then they're taxed on their total income at the end of the year. But these days, fewer and fewer of us have a traditional employer, and rather we earn our income from a variety of different sources. Now, this is where having an S-Corp can really pay off, literally. As an S-Corp, you are both the employee and the employer owner. This matters because you're saying, hey, my business is more than the hours that I work. I have tangible assets, my knowledge, my relationships, experiences, and a huge chunk of my life is actually dedicated to growing them. I actually don't even clock out. So as the owner, you pay you, the employee, a salary for that work. And then you and your business split the payroll taxes, and the business's portion is tax deductible. What's left is your return on investment as the owner, or your profit, and you only pay income tax on that portion. So if you're with me so far, that's awesome. If you're totally lost, don't worry, because that is literally how I was. The point is that this kind of business structure can save you thousands of dollars every year. Okay, this is cool and all, but how the hell are you supposed to know that? It was fine when I was a kid and other people worried about those things for me. But as I grew, so did my business. And then suddenly I find myself as an adult dealing with real adult things like payroll, bookkeeping, contractors, taxes. I'm a creative, okay? I did not sign up for this. Numbers are not my thing. So to tell you the truth, for too long, I just kind of ignored that unpleasant reality of running a business. And then every year, like clockwork, tax time would come around, I'd panic, spent weeks trying to figure out everything by myself, only to eventually give in and spend a fortune hiring someone to clean up the mess for me. I know that some of you can relate to this. I was losing my mind, okay? I swear, it was clearly unsustainable. But then everything changed this year when I joined Collective. I now have my own team of advisors who help me with literally everything for my S-Corp. Taxes, accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, the whole thing. And it even includes a subscription to Gusto and QuickBooks. If you run a business, you will know how much of a perk that is. And the best part is that it is all for less than I used to spend just filing my taxes, because it was such a mess, and anyway, whatever. It's like they get me. And it makes sense because this company was founded by serial entrepreneurs who have firsthand experience dealing with the exact same challenges that I was facing. I chose to partner with Collective for this video because it has truly helped me so much. And I know that so many of you watching are probably going through exactly what I went through and feeling totally lost and overwhelmed. By 2027, 86.5 million people will be self-employed in the US. More than half of working Gen Zers are already freelancing. And running a business is hard enough. You don't have to bear every single burden. Collective is an investment in the future of my business because it allows me to focus on the work that really matters. It's honestly the best business decision that I ever made.